Okay, we'll just let the last few people come back in. Thank you all who've stayed this long on a Friday afternoon. We hope we saved the best till last with day 3 of this conference, but we appreciate it can be quite tiring just sitting on the Zoom calls, can't it? So hopefully you've got a bit of energy from interacting with the sessions to some degree. So I'm going to start off session 5 now, and it's just a brief kind of presentation from me, and this is about the goodie bag. So we've made reference to it several times today in the session, and basically what we've got for you today is something you can take home and refer to, because we've obviously had to fly through some of these concepts, and if any of them have really piqued your interest, then we'd love you to be able to go away and dig into it a bit more. And so that's what the goodie bag is. So move it on. So this is a sneak preview of what is in the goodie bag. I'm afraid there are no toys, lollipops, slices of cake, but you know, in a virtual world, this is the best we could do. So there'll be some information in there about risk for elephants, which is what Chris was talking us through. And it will go into a bit more depth about the scientific insights there. Then there is our theory of change. So as I mentioned, climate risk is one of our kind of focus areas at the Climate Action Unit. And we have sort of tried to map out who's involved, who the key players are, what the problem is, what skills we can bring to this space, and how we hope things will change in the future. The third thing you'll find in the goodie bag is the writing hacks. So I flew through them today, but there are kind of explanations there if you want to refer back at a later stage and kind of apply them to writing as you go along. We then got the golden nuggets. So that was the conversation that Chris and Lucy had about their experiences and things they wish they knew before they started working with policymakers. And there might even be an extra one in there that we didn't have time to cover. There's then going to be, the 5th part will be a list of questions to elicit the policymakers' wants and needs, and that's based on what you very kindly gave us in the chat. It should have worked through the poll, but it didn't, but we've captured those and they are now there and ready to go. We've then got some further reading for you, so that's separated out by the kind of topics that we've covered. There are books on writing in there. There are links to TED Talks, to podcasts, to articles, so you can really kind of pick what kind of content you want to engage with and what you found interesting in the session. And then we'll have the slides from today in there as well. So these are what the documents will look like. We also intend to put them together as one PDF, but seeing as some of the content was actually produced in this session, we can't do that on the go. So if you want to go now to this web link, maybe someone could put that in the chat for me while I talk through it. Basically, you'll be taken to a Google Drive folder and it'll have a file for each of those documents in there. And then when we are in a position to merge them all together and upload them to our website, then we will do that. And that's the Climate Action Unit website there. And we'll also ask the event organisers whether they can circulate the goodie bag to anyone who came to the conference. As for when it will be on our website, if you follow us on Twitter, then we'll put out a post when it's live and you can go and get it from the site then. So thank you all. As I say, the goodie bag's there now. Have a look, refer back to it. But the goodie bag is just a kind of small takeaway from today. And the AU4DM team have got a big project ahead to pull together a much more comprehensive toolkit. And so I'm going to hand the rest of the session over to that